Well, it's that time of year again where retailers use fancy lights and fake snow to trick us into spending our money.
All this, and it's only October.
So we've decided to ignore UK consumer madness, escape our mouldy rental property in Wales, and travel to Poland where we'll see real snow whilst staying in a castle. But instead of flying, we intend to drive our Land Rover across Europe, having an adventure along the way. So, fasten your seatbelts and join us on our winter road trip.
But before we go anywhere, we've got to fix it.
And as is the same for the annual maintenance of all Land Rover Discovery 3s, our first job was to fix its leaking air suspension. So I spent the day spraying the entire air system with soapy water until I found the leaky suspect. Lucky for me this time, this was a simple job of replacing an expensive VOSS connector. For some reason, these little pieces of metal cost around £20. And this is the part where you can go into the comments, tell me that you can get cheaper VOSS connectors, and that there's a correct tool for taking them off and putting them back again. While you're there, remember to like and subscribe. Remember that, like and subscribe. Now, the VOSS connector comes with a little set of instructions that tell you how clean and new the pipe has to be that you insert. Obviously, if you're replacing it, like I did, you've mangled it all up. This is easily fixed with a Stanley knife. In an attempt to do things correctly, I used my minimal socket set and tried to torque it up. And yes, you do leave that bit of plastic in while you do it. And then you just stuff the pneumatic pipe in as far as it will go, and then give it a good pull out until the teeth part. Done. Re-enable the air suspension module. Raise the suspension to maximum off-road height. And then spray it all again with soapy water to test it isn't leaking.
Put the winter wheels on. Check the brakes.
Now, unlike Great Britain, all the other European countries have laws on which tyres you have to use during winter. Luckily, there aren't any laws which dictate which tools you must use to undo rusted bolts.
Okay, that one's all good. It's only a couple of months ago when I fixed it.
In order to stay on the correct side of the law whilst driving through Europe, I decided to buy Winter Tyre of the Year as recommended in all the German magazines. Now, in the owner's manual for the Discovery 3, it does say that you are obliged to drip oil on the road outside your neighbour's house.
Okay, new sump plug. Torque range 25 newton meters. Dirt, gravel, all sorts of shit.
Now you may notice my garage is an absolute tip, and there's a very good reason for that. It's because all lock-up garages in the entire small town of Wales are all decrepit and collapsing, including this one. roof has fallen in, it's full of leaves, soil, creatures, there's worms in there, there's all sorts. So you can't store anything of value in there.
Look at this, it's ridiculous. 25 Newton meters.
This is the 2.7 litre turbo diesel engine in the Discovery 3, and Land Rover recommend that the oil change is done every 6,000 minutes. Land Rover recommend you only use mineral water when topping up your washer bottle. Bloody Land Rover. And as all Land Rover owners know, as soon as you open the engine bay to do something simple, something else breaks. This was no exception. And the slightest whiff of WD-40 starts a chain reaction of other things breaking too.
Bloody window wipers have stopped working. Is there no end? That worked well.
And if you've ever done any DIY car maintenance, you'll know the Land Rover fuses never blow. It's always something more significant. So as I start to take off the window wipers, you should dive into the comments and tell me which tool I should be using. Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe.
As you can see, it's not Christmas, but somebody got presents. Obviously it's not me, it's the car.
Oh, something flew off up here. The little clip. This is what I'm looking for, and it's a spring clip. And as I pushed, it went ding, and it flew off. And I listened, and it went up here somewhere.
Oh Jesus, sounds like Mission Impossible.
I need to wash my hands so I can find it.
This is where we make food.
Yeah, this is where I've turned the kitchen into
Garage.
everywhere.
Garage.
Grease on the floor,
Garage.
grease on my hands. Yeah, I might need the whiskey today.
Where's the whiskey? Yeah.
Look, I found it. I didn't take long to look here.
Whee! Ah, sure. Okay. Did you even check if it is working?
The problem is, when you take the window wipers off, my broken one starts working. So it's clearly to do with the friction. Okay, so it's got too much friction on it. So either the motor is getting tired and worn out, or it's gone rusty. So I just thought I'd spend £26 and get one that I can practice on. Let's put some more grease on it. I did grease it up, but now it's all over the floor. So I had to take it apart again, and all over my jeans and all over my hair.
As far as it's not all over me, I'm okay with it.
What I really, really like is when these videos go on YouTube, in the comments people go, oh, there's a tool that does this, a specific tool. Well, that looks better. And then tomorrow, when the sun comes up, I will swap it for the one on my car that doesn't seem to work properly, despite me spraying it with WD-40. There's a saying that if you can't fix it with WD-40 or gaffer tape, then you throw it away. If I just want my car that I spent a lot of money buying to work, it seems that Land Rover likes selling them broken, straight out of the factory. It's never worked. No more Land Rovers. One of the reasons we bought it was to go to Poland for Christmas in it every year. Drive across Europe and have fun through the Alps and the snow, which we've done a couple of times and we're going to do again this year. Another reason I bought it was to use it as an off-road machine to have some fun in. But since I've owned this car, it's never worked properly. It's spent more time in the garage than it has anywhere else getting fixed, and I daren't take it off-road because it'll just break. This toolbox has lasted longer than my car.
A magic happened.
What magic? Listen, I'm very good at making a mess, and I'm also very good at tidying a mess up. So just think of all the things you don't know that I've done, because I'm master of cleaning up. I'm like Dexter. Come back next time and see me murder these windscreen wipers. Find out how this was already dead before I touched it, and discover who my next victim will be.
I kid you not, you want to take these all the way across Europe.